What's going on, everybody? And thank you for tuning in to another episode of the ManUp Real Talk podcast. I am your host with the most, Mr. Mike Wiley, saying greetings and salutations to all of you, our faithful followers and listeners. Look, y'all already know that we appreciate all the like, click, shares, downloads, whatever it is that you do to support this podcast, because we know that had it not been for you, wouldn't be no us. So we thank y'all. We appreciate you. We don't take it for granted. Now, for all of you all that's joining us for the first time, I say welcome. And for everybody else, I say welcome back. Because your boys is back on the air with the ManUp Real Talk podcast, the podcast for the people. And as you can see, I'm never by myself, because joining me as always is my brother from another mother, Mr. Philip Hines, a.k.a. Mr. Classic, a.k.a. OG Triple O-G.
Don't say it like that.
Don't say it like that. OG Triple O-G.
That's doing too much.
That's wait.
Yeah.
OG triple O.
No,
That's a lot of triples. It's like
no. Just say OG triple OG.
Yeah.
Do.
Mr. Classic, Mr. Philip Hines is in the building. What's going on, man?
What's going on, brother? How you doing? What's going on, good people?
I'm chilling, man. It's another Tuesday. It's another episode, and I'm happy to be here, man. Happy to be here.
How your mental state going?
Man, my mental state is excellent, sir.
Mine's been going very well for the past couple of weeks. I've been feeling real good for the past couple of weeks,
I've been feeling good, man. I've been feeling good. God is great. He is awesome. And
yes, he is.
I appreciate him, man.
I hope everyone out there is watching. I hope you all doing well mentally also. I told you I'm gonna take that mental health thing real serious. So
yeah, man. I feel like
asking y'all that majority of the time we come on here.
I feel like some doors is I don't know what it is, man. I feel like some doors is opening and some.
You see a little sunlight. You see a little sunlight.
Yeah.
You see a little sun. That's where I've been feeling lately, man.
Some waves is being made, and I'm feeling really good, man. Look, gotta give a shout out to the chat. Y'all in here today, man. Who in here? I see Missy A1 since
Missy
day one.
Pooh. Missy Pooh.
Brother John Brown, appreciate you, man, for joining us.
John, what's up, my dude?
Yeah, Elena, God bless my little
niece. Elena, baby, how you doing, sweetheart?
Brother Eddie K. Phillips is in here. We
Brother
appreciate
Eddie.
you.
What's going on,
Sister Regina's here. What's going on, Sister Regina?
Sis. What's going on?
And everyone else that's watching now, that's going to tune in later time and maybe watch this at a later time. Listen, we thank all of you all. We just like to appreciate.
Thank you.
We just like to appreciate those that are in the chat, because they take time out to put something in there. So we want to take time out to shout them out.
Yes,
and we appreciate that. I know we weren't here last week, I should say. Last year, but we weren't here last week because man, it's the summertime, and
and we got things in the works, so
people need time off, and look, y'all don't understand. Y'all think we just get on here and we just talk, and we do. 70% of it is us.
It's not as easy as people think it would be,
and just talking, but there is a level of consistency that you need to do this every week.
Yes.
Every week. And sometimes
it's nothing to talk about.
And sometimes it's just nothing to talk about. And it's just like, what are we talking about tonight? What you want to talk about? All right, cool. We'll take the night off. All right. It's just that we ghetto like that, y'all. I'm just saying.
Man. Y'all already know how we are over here. So our loyal, faithful viewers, they shouldn't be shocked at the things that we do over here.
You should not be shocked at all.
Y'all already know how me and
Light Skins is winning. Pastor Sam's is in the building. What's
Pastor going on? Sam's, what's going on with my brother?
Look, he been out and about ever since Steph Curry done won, the championship. Drake then dropped the new album. So the Light Skins are winning again. And so he want to come on and represent. God bless you, Pastor Sam.
Oh my God!
Oh my goodness! The Light Skins are winning again, because now after that versus, oh my God! I
didn't even watch it,
bro.
But I saw clips, but they said that Mario kind of swept the floor with Mario kind of swept the floor with what's the dude name? The old touch.
Oh, Mario! Look! This is not what I want to talk about today. 3 minutes on this.
Yeah,
I felt, first of all, they held you hostage for about 4 hours. I didn't even watch the whole thing. It went on for about 4.5 hours. But it just goes to show you that everybody can't sing live.
No.
And see, People think, and this is coming from someone who sings. Now, I'm not a professional singer by any manner.
But you can sing, brother-in-law, so
but
you can speak on it.
I think I do okay.
Yeah.
There is a difference in singing in a studio than it is singing live.
Mm-hmm.
And most of these cats are studio singers. They're not live singers. And it showed so bad in their verses. First of all, shout out to Mario, because I always said Mario could sing. He made Omarion and Ray J, he made them look like they were up and comers. He made them look like they were applying for American Idol.
Hey man, your boy Ray J was on Joe Budden podcast. He apologized
because he was trash.
He did. He said, I'm gonna do better. I'm sorry.
Look,
he was drinking, man.
Man, look, I don't know what it was, but I was talking about Genuine, because Genuine out here like he living his best life. Man. That's another light skin. I'm just saying. I don't know why I mentioned that, but he is. But he out here acting like he living his best life, and he in his 50s, and
still trying to do them dances,
and he's still trying.
It get different when you got that belly. I'm just letting you know, man. It get different when you get that little roll. Just don't hit the same. You got that belly. It don't hit the same.
It just don't, man. It just don't. And Eddie, you are absolutely correct. It comes down. It does. It comes down to breathing control and taking care of your voice.
Yeah,
you can't just sit up there and just ain't sing for like whatever. And then all of a sudden get up and think you're going to get on stage live and like you're going to kill it.
Yeah.
It don't work that way. It just don't work that way. Ray J was holding his baby crying, and he was singing like he was crying. And Omarion was I don't know. He was getting freaky with the mic stand. I don't know what was going on, man.
They said Mario was out there doing the Baltimore gangsta on them, man.
Oh, Mario was bullying them, man. He was singing their own songs.
Snapped out on them.
He was singing their songs. That's what was so funny about it. It was terrible.
I ain't watched it. I ain't watched the verses since
it was L to the replay.
Yeah,
That's
I ain't watched verses since 3-6.
That's the sense. Ain't nothing wrong with the light skin.
Ain't nothing. No, Pat, some real talk though. Y'all winning though, man. You know, them boys brought that chip home, and now they trying to crown Drake the king of house music, and
Drake with the elevator.
Beyonce is the queen of house music now. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm that's what I spin, so I don't understand. When they become like the king and queen of house music.
Yeah, I don't understand. But anyway, that's
that. Let's get to what we really came in for.
Let's get to what we really want to talk about. He said the light skin is gonna always win. It's we'll get into that debate later. Anyway, that's my guy. For those of y'all,
man, Pastor Sam, he cool people. So Pastor please Sam's don't nobody think that we sitting there.
No.
Doing anything. Pastor Sam's he get it.
Pastor Sam's is an avid supporter of the podcast, and
I've been on here a couple of times.
He's been on here a couple of times, and he good people. He has an excellent show that he does on Thursdays called Just Us Talking. If you ever get a chance, man, follow him and check him out. He does excellent work.
You might catch Mike on his show.
You might catch. I'm always on there talking about.
Mike is always on his show. So
I mean, I'm just saying.
This anybody in the chat. This family. Something that
this family, right? Absolutely, man. So we love Pastor Sam.
Yes, sir.
Eddie the same way. Eddie Phillips,
Eddie K. Phillips, Sean
Eddie another brother, man. So it's we all.
That's
family.
our little internet podcast circle right there,
Absolutely.
There.
But yeah, Eddie, that's what I was saying. I don't see how they house, and they neither one of them from Chicago.
I don't know, Eddie. I'm gonna be real with you. I mean,
I don't understand how
to be honest with you. If you want to be honest, Drake's CD is really like it's more that techno house than it is house.
That Drake stuff is
and
more
Beyonce's song has a drop of house in it. So I don't know.
I don't know where they got it from.
Yeah, man.
That's people that don't know house.
But that's the music I spin. I spin house music.
Yes.
Good old Chicago house music. So
absolutely.
I don't know what's going on.
If you don't know, all I'm saying is if you don't know WKKC and Pink House, I can't talk to you. That's all I'm saying. Exactly. Anyway, we
talking about the white building on 71st.
We talking about the one on Wentworth, son. That's what we're talking about.
71st and Wentworth, the white building. Sir. That's what we talking about.
Yes, sir. So look,
Chicago.
guys. It's pink. House.
That's right.
On Chicago's only
they did
house.
Matter of fact, you know this Pink House, them KKC did our homecoming that finger.
Really?
I can't remember what year it was, but I know they did our homecoming one year.
That's dope, man.
Pink House, Barbecue Bobby.
Barbecue Bobby.
Yeah. I used to work in the Barker Center at the Kennedy King College. I used to work in the Barker Center when I was in my early 20s. So yeah,
man, look, we can talk about that. Man. That'll be a whole podcast about house music and its origins and
those talent shows on Saturdays that Kennedy King used to give.
Yeah, man.
Common Sense. It wasn't no R. Kelly. It was Public Announcement.
It was Public Announcement. Absolutely.
What's the other girl? She had a couple songs she didn't get on, but they used to perform at those talent shows at Kennedy King back in the days.
Man,
look. I was outside, y'all. I mean, you didn't know.
Friday nights, you be like, dude, said you was my lady, and your love was true.
You ain't really down, playing those
and
games.
As soon as I turn my back, baby,
yeah, man,
look what you gonna do.
Come on, man, let's stop. Come on, man.
All right. I'm sorry. So look. But I was sent this video, and I'm gonna tell y'all, man, this video bugged me, and it really got to me because we were kind of talking about this the other day, and we were talking about like just being in toxic relationships, and we were also talking about how how sometimes these baby mamas, it's not always the men. This is what I was saying, like it's not always the men in these relationships. Sometimes it's these women, and this video was the perfect example of what we were talking about. Now I'm gonna play the video in its entirety because you have to see it. It's about 4 minutes. I'm gonna play it in its entirety, and I will say that it has been edited for language, because for those of y'all that have sensitive ears, or for those of y'all that only curse after church on Sundays, it's edited for sensitive language.
Relax, Mike. Relax. Don't do that, Mike.
So y'all good. So y'all good with that. But I want y'all to watch this. And just watch. If you haven't already seen it, why are you on the sound like that? Let me see if I can. There we go. If you haven't already seen it, just watch this foolishness.
Please
just
watch it.
Watch this.
Look, y'all.
Let me know if y'all can hear.
Every fucking day, my baby daddy come here with one meal for my child, but I have 3 other kids. We have 1 kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing to McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids at McDonald's though? Like, that's bogus as hell. Like, you're not finna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there he go. And I bet you he only got one thing in there. I bet you he don't even. I'm finna expose out of him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kids?
What about your other kids?
Okay, but them your kids' siblings though.
So what are you talking about? What are you mad
them my kids, them your kids' siblings though.
So what you?
So my other kids finna be left out.
You didn't feed them?
You know I don't get my food stamps to the 7th.
Lisa, how is that my problem?
But if you're trying to help out though, you're not helping out.
I'm not trying to help. I'm trying to help my son.
How are you helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings?
Lisa,
them are his siblings
Lisa,
though. He's not finna eat in front of all his other siblings that they're not eating at McDonald's. Why do I gotta
bring him out to the car? I'll let him
No. He's not finna eat that shit at all if you can't bring enough for everybody.
Lisa, so you telling me that I gotta bring? So when I bring my son food, I gotta bring your kids food too now?
Yes.
You sound dumb.
How is that dumb? You sound dumb. You sound dumb.
Where are they daddies at? Nobody told you to talk to them other. You had them other kids. They're your responsibility. They're not my responsibility.
Okay, but if you're gonna bring one, you need to bring it for all. How do that shit look that I'm letting one child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's? So you know I get food stamps on the 11th.
That ain't 3 3 kids that ain't mine. 3 kids that ain't mine. What
Yeah,
do I look like?
they're his siblings. You knew what you was getting into when you had a baby with me.
No, the f- I didn't.
Yes, you did.
You expect me to take care of all the kids? They not my kids.
Okay, but you still had a baby with me who have kids with other people. I still have other kids.
Why are you recording me? First of all,
Because I'm exposing you. Everybody think you such a motherfucking good daddy.
I am a good daddy.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're full of shit in this bullshit. You only come here with one fucking piece of food for one child.
The child that's mine, silly.
No, that's dumb that you can't feed the other kids. Don't feed nobody at all. Then he can't take that. He can't eat it.
Maybe if you had 1 or 2, I can maybe. You got it's 4, it's 3 extra kids. What the? Do I like going to my mother account?
Really, Facebook?
Yeah, man. You know they always do that, man. You really can turn it off though, Michael.
Yeah, I am because Facebook
I
they want to start showing ads.
Yeah, I think we got the gist of what's going on.
We got the gist of it.
Yeah.
So,
and I want y'all to start typing in these comments like right now. I want some opinions. Opinions.
I need honest opinions because I have a point of view. It may be in the minority, but I really want to know what you all think. And I'm not and biases aside, whether you're male, female, I really want you guys' honest opinion because I feel a certain way about this video. But I need to know what you guys think. And I think we really need to have a conversation about this because the biggest problem that I had or that I have with it is that the purpose, I guess, of the video was to expose him as not being a good father. That was the purpose of the video.
Exactly.
So now I just need to know what y'all thinking, man, because so you never saw the whole video, man, Pastor Sam's. It gets worse.
Yeah, it's no, we cut it off because the ads, Pastor Sam. It gets worse.
We cut it off because of the ads, but it gets worse. Do you know that she eventually takes the food from the guy?
Yep.
And then she proceeds to throw the food on the ground and was like, if you're not gonna bring enough for everybody, then he ain't gonna get it either. And she did that. She took the food and she threw it on the ground. So I'm and they're not together. They were not a couple.
They're not together. He was just coming over to bring his son some food. You know, Mike, let me get mine out the way because
Go ahead, man.
I really want to hear what's in the comments. I mean, I'm not trying to get nobody mad at what I said. Y'all know me.
Do your thing.
Do
your thing.
Now, could he have brought some food? Yeah. But see, what you don't understand is it's his choice if you want to bring food for those kids or not. I know some people might say, well, he should have brought his choice. It's not his job because he has a child by this woman that he automatically has to take care of her other kids. And I think that's a misconception that goes on in real life today. You get with these women and you might have a child with them and they already got kids. And even when you all are still together, they just forget about the baby daddy because they expect you to take on the responsibility of not only your child, but whatever child they get. So in my opinion is if he chooses to bring food, that's cool. But it's not his job. And I'll use me for example. There's nothing I wouldn't do for Kennedy. Nothing I wouldn't do for Kennedy. Love her to death. Would take somebody's life for her. Well, if me and Jack got divorced right now, she's gonna take me to child support. Wanna know why? Because I'm not the biological father. I choose to stand in that role to be the father because I love that child. That was a choice I made. But if we want to, and now this might sound nasty and dirty to y'all, but you know I always gotta take the real thing. If I choose not to do nothing for Kennedy, and she got a father, that could be my choice also. But I'm not that type of man. So I'm just gonna put it out there like that. That's how I see it.
Yeah, I'm just going through the comments here. Lena was like, what's she saying? Let me put him up here. She said, she's silly. He's taking care of his kid. He's not obligated to take care of the other ones. He offered to bring the kid to the car and eat. I see no wrong with his part.
And I bet you that man probably brought food to them kids before.
Yeah,
and he probably didn't have the money to pay for everybody at that time. You don't even know the situation. She's just taking him bringing the food. You don't know the conversation. She probably helped that man at first.
Yeah, Jasmine said all she had to was to say, let him eat in the car with you, or just give me the money, put food in the house. All right, I like that one. Jackie said, I understand her sentiment. Okay, I do too, but I feel if they're not married, he doesn't have to. Eddie said she was trying to make him look. Yeah, she was
exactly.
Trying. She was really trying to make him look bad.
Yes, it was.
She was trying to make him look
John,
bad.
She bogus.
Yep. You have to ask how she treats other fathers. I'm curious about that too, to be honest with you.
So Eddie, so you see how she treating this guy?
Yeah. He is probably the good dad that everyone tells her is the one that got away, and she wants to make him look bad because he is a good brother. If our brother would have cussed her out and left her nothing.
Yeah.
Man. Big time. He would give
her a couple choice words.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And laugh.
Yep. You know, I'm gonna tell you, man, it's, black men, we have it hard enough because there's already this expectation that we're not going to do what we're supposed to do, right? We already have society that paints this pictures that we're deadbeats.
Always.
We don't take care of our kids. We
yes,
don't
sir.
We don't support our kids, whether emotionally, financially. We don't want to work. All of these negative connotations and all these stereotypes that's been painted, or that's been ingrained in society's psyche for years. And then here you have a woman who, for all intents and purposes, in her mind, probably thinks that he, I'm kind of more inclined to lean what Eddie was saying. He probably really is a good dude.
Yeah, they got away,
and not only they got away, but she doesn't like the fact that she's constantly reminded.
That man probably married, Mike. Probably married, got a good marriage.
I don't know. I don't know if he's married or what, but she's probably reminded that, hey, he was a good dude. He's a good dad. And she don't like that. That's just like if you have I know my sister, when she would break up with a guy, and if we really liked him, the one thing she hated is when we would say, man, we really like so and so. He was a good guy. She'd be like, no, he wasn't. So you never want to tell him that. So she was probably tired of people telling him that he was a good dude. And then, but what kills me though, is the obligation that she tried to put on him in regards to her other kids. Now, let me say this. Some people will say, well, it's just McDonald's, Mike. You mean to tell me he didn't have, $16, $20 to buy the other kids McDonald's? I don't know. I'm not in that man's pocket.
Yeah.
I will say that looking at his car, what was he driving? Like a 99 Monte Carlo? He probably ain't balling too hard.
No, man.
You know what I'm saying? But
it's some black men that work 9 to 5 that's not in the streets. It's some black men that's trying to live right. Not all young black men are trying to gang bang and sell drugs.
Not all black men are drug dealers. But so for her to make it his obligation to take care of not only his child, but to also compensate for her not taking care of her obligation, which is all of her children, I have a problem with that. Because where is your accountability, ma'am? Where is your accountability? Why didn't you send that man money and say, hey, while you at McDonald's, while you getting junior, whatever, get all the other ones, here's some money. Why don't you get them all McDonald's?
Yeah. Why? Like that, Mike.
Why didn't you send him the money to get your kids McDonald's so he wouldn't be singled out? That's number one. Number two, he said, okay, fine. I don't want to make them feel alienated or anything like that.
Let
Let him come out to the car. She would not let him come. No, he's not coming out to the car. And I sat up there and I was on forums today and on other websites, and it was females that was literally saying that he is creating this toxic environment for his son. I am sorry to be the bearer of bad news, ladies, but that was on her.
Yeah, it was. It was all on her.
She is creating that situation. That man is doing what he is obligated to do, which was to do for his. Now, if I have it,
and I choose
and
to,
if I decide to buy the other kid something, say thank you and be on your merry. But on the flip side of that coin, if I decide that I only want to get my son something, what is your problem?
Entitlement.
I'm going to tell you, and there's women that got problems with issues with what he had, and there's some guys that got some problems with that too. That's fine. I ain't got no problem with what that brother did at all.
No.
Because you know what he was doing? He was doing his job, which was you called, you said my son wanted something. I'm bringing what you requested over to him.
You should have called the rest of them baby dads. Why you was calling me?
Why you ain't call the rest of them no good niggas and say, hey, Zell so and such money so he can get your kid something? Why you ain't exposing them? I guarantee you that them niggas ain't never bought his kid nothing, because here's the thing. As petty as she seemed, if they would have actually bought everybody something, she would have threw it in his face and said, you know what? So-and-so buy your kid, he buy your son food when he brings food over for everybody. How come you can't do it? But she never said that.
Because he probably only want to take care of his child.
She never mentioned that one time, which leads me to believe that the other niggas ain't doing nothing. And you want to get on this man because he decided to take care of his son and not some other dude's son? No, ladies. That's not right.
Can't ride with that.
That's not right, man.
And some might not agree, and some might not like the way that sound, but in reality, when he goes to child support, he's not going child support for those other kids.
No,
he's going for that one child he took to McDonald's to. And that's what a lot of people need to look past. I get it. Don't get me wrong, I get it. Yeah, if he got it, he chooses to get it for the child. That's a different thing, but he's not obligated to take care of no one's child but his own.
Right. But everybody is talking about his obligation and his accountability. He needs to be accountable.
He's not accountable for them kids.
He needs to be accountable for the environment that he's created, because those are his son. Those are his son's siblings. That's his family. Him. Okay, that's fine. But what about her accountability?
Exactly.
That's all I be asking. That's all I be saying. I don't try to defend guys in situations like that. But ladies, you all got to you all have to be accountable for something.
Yeah, but
that's how
easier than look though, Mike, because there's several women out here in this world that's just like that girl in that video.
Yeah.
Entitled, believe somebody owns something.
And you know what they say? You got me pregnant. Well, let's examine how getting pregnant works. Let's take a look at that. Normally it takes two people.
Yeah.
So what part in this did you play? He didn't use a condom. What did you use?
You know what?
Did he slip on the rug? Oops, my bad.
You know what, Mike?
Was it unexpected? Did he pull a Bill Cosby? Did you have a pudding pop stuck to your butt?
Stop, Mike, relax now. Calm down.
I'm just
calm
asking.
Down. Relax.
Because the responsibility rests on both parties.
Exactly.
But in most cases, when a guy doesn't uphold his part, he's looked upon as a deadbeat. And let me say this, and y'all not gonna like me for saying this, and this is not me bashing, and this is not me, attacking women. But ladies, you all, if you have a baby, and if you can't handle that baby, you can drop that baby off at a police station. no questions asked. You can drop that baby off at a fire station. It's no questions asked. You can take that baby back to the hospital, and it's no questions asked. And you know what people would say? People would say she was brave for doing that because she couldn't provide for her child, so she took her child someplace where they could. She was brave for that.
She was a strong woman.
She was a strong woman. Strong. And some of these chicks just don't care. They just didn't want the baby. But she was strong. The guy don't take care of his responsibility. He's automatically a deadbeat.
Yeah, he go in jail.
Automatic. Even when he say, I can't afford a kid. And you both do the act. You both do it. You both take part in it. You both know what you're doing when you're doing it. But for some reason, when it don't work out, the man is the villain. And she, in this particular instance, was really trying to paint him out to be the villain. And was trying to expose, look at him. He don't buy food for the other kids when he bring food by for his son, and he doesn't do this. And I don't know why you don't do for my other kids, because they're not mine, lady.
Thank you.
They're not my kids. And I don't feel obligated to take care of them. Maybe if you treated me a little bit better, I might consider every now and again buying them something or treating them a certain way. But she's probably always nasty and always vindictive and always petty. I wouldn't be able to, because look, when he came over, that dude was happy. Like, what you recording for? Because he was laughing and she was like, I'm exposing you. He was like, what are you talking about exposing me? He didn't come over there with no drama. He wasn't mad. He came over there to drop off McDonald's for his son. And he got into a stupid altercation because she wanted him to bring food for the other kids. Did she call him while he was at McDonald's? Nope. I bet you she didn't, because her plan was to try to show him up. Did she call him and say, hey, do you think you got it where you can get the other one some McDonald's or something? Did she say, hey, maybe I'll pay it back or whatever? No. I don't get my food stamps until whenever. You should have bought them all food. Where do they do that at? What?
Welcome to today's society, man.
I don't get it.
Maybe I'm missing something, man. When y'all lay down, man, y'all fellas strap up, man, because you lay down with these women, man, and you lay down with the wrong one, and you got to deal with it for 18 and sometimes even longer years, man. Strap up, man. Jimmy got to wear a cap. And ladies, I'm serious. I mean, I'm gonna put it like this. If I you're a lady, you get pregnant, right? You have a child. The man leaves you. Why would I understand we all got to live, but I would think that I want to, do something so I wouldn't end up pregnant again. But no, we don't think. He left me. Now I'm finna lay down this next nigga. Bam, he left you. Now you stuck with about 3 or 4 kids with no daddy. When after the first one, that could have been changed if you got some contraceptives. Men, if you don't want to deal with crazy baby mamas, if you ain't talking about marrying this girl, and if it's just a hot night, man, go get a rubber. Look, and that's the realest I can get with it.
I even understand. I understand. Look, man, like you said, sometimes, man, it get hot and heavy.
Exactly.
And stuff happens. Oops. Now you got a responsibility. But second one,
you learn that should be your teachable moment right there.
Right.
So and it's like, next time something like that happens, I don't want to be put in that position again.
But this is what's crazy to me. The guy is always looked at. He's always looking at the negative.
That's the way it's gonna be, dude.
But it's like this.
Mike, you've never been in child support court. See, you've been blessed. You've been blessed to be married to your wife, and both your sons are by your wife. You've been in their life, their whole life. Your son's about to be 21. So you never been down there in child support court. Dude, you could come in with receipts that total up to thousands of dollars or what you brought your child. And guess what the judge is going to tell you? None of that matter. Why? Because it's not in the papers. Just being real with you, man. Just being real with you.
I don't know, man. Maybe I'm missing something.
So you step into that court, dude, you are the bad guy.
And it's crazy because it's like, is anybody saying, okay, ma'am, listen, I get it. You need child support. But this is your fourth child with the fourth different guy. And nobody is looking at her and saying, maybe it's something that you're doing.
No, because they're not being held accountable for that, Mike. They're not being held accountable for that.
That's all I'm saying. It's like, it's where, ladies, is the accountability? I understand if the man ain't doing what he's supposed to do, take him to court.
Yeah,
get whatever it is you're entitled to.
And brothers, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. All that bad shoes and all that stuff,
that ain't supporting them.
Go put yourself on child support.
Yeah,
I would tell any man, if you got a child by a woman, don't wait till she put you on, because I'm gonna let you know right now, if she get any type of government assistance, she don't have to file child support. That government assistance is going to file child support against you.
Yeah.
So if you got any child.
Wow. Leah got a book up here. What'd she say? It's not about what she says, however, it is her approach, and I understand what she was saying. However, she has to understand that unless they are together married to the other children, aren't his responsibility. If you bought extra food, I'm going the extra mile. However, he is not obligated in that way. Acting shows that she does not understand that concept. Yeah, clearly she doesn't.
Yeah.
Clearly she did not understand that concept.
Yeah, but I would tell any man, period, you got a child by one you're not together with, go put yourself on child support. I'm let y'all know right now. All that spending money and trying to save receipts ain't gonna matter nothing to that judge. And 9 times out of 10, they gonna give you a female judge, and she gonna look at you like she ready to stab you.
Right. Now his son got to stop because her link don't come on the hill.
You heard her? You heard her? You know I'll get no phone
service until the 11th. I was like,
man.
Oh, Jesus.
Come on. Like I said, man, that brother, you never know, man. That brother probably brought them kids some. Sometimes people get tired, man. But once again, I mean, some people might think that it's wrong what he's doing, but that man is obligated to one child when it comes down to it, and we can't count people's pockets.
Come on, Pastor. I didn't even see this in the chat.
That's why I was just saying, Pastor Sam.
She needs to be held accountable. She had too many kids, too many baby daddies. I would have ran when I found out she had all the kids.
That's why I tell these young brothers, man, strap up,
man. It ain't worth it.
Don't be raw dogging out here.
It ain't
not worth it.
It is not worth it. This is why the courts are starting to look at the family structure of the mothers like her. They need to. They need to, man. Let's see. Who else? What we got here? Jackie was like, she was dead wrong. She should have made sure her food stamps last and stop selling them. How you know she's selling her stamps, baby, Jackie?
Stop,
you
baby.
Stop that.
Don't do that, baby. But she was selling food stamps, like my wife said.
She probably was.
Don't put it out there. Don't put that out there, Jackie.
Yeah. We're seeing an increase of women hurting and killing kids because they claim to be overwhelmed and they are hurting kids to get back at the dad.
Yeah.
I heard about mamas. Didn't somebody do something in Georgia or Florida recently? Something where a girl killed a kid or something like that.
This is like that was just like Boys in the Hood. Doughboy and Ricky. They mama like Ricky more. Their mama favorite Ricky more because she like she was in love with Ricky's daddy and hated Doughboy daddy. So she treated Doughboy bad, and Ricky was apple of her eye. Yeah. So I'm just saying it happens.
Yep. Fortunately, some very vindictive women out there. Absolutely. According to culture, I have to change the way we deal with this mess. Yes, it does. You know what's crazy though? Child support is a tool to use to beat men into submission. You know what's funny?
Is, John.
It is. Here's the funny part, and this is another video that somebody sent me, and it was a lady who was talking about, and she was talking about how women use child support as a tool against men. She said, she said she was saying that she had a baby, with the guy. They didn't work out, but he take care of his kid and whatever, and she didn't have a problem with it. She said, he went to do child support, and I think at the time it was like $69 or something that he was paying for child support. And she was like, it is what it is, whatever. And she said, but the thing is, like, the $69 was enough for me to get Pampers and to get formula, whatever it was that I needed for him. So she was like, yeah, John, I think you did share that with me. So she was like, she ain't had no problem with it. Here's the thing, though. She said, so I went on, I got married and everything, so I'm fine. And she was like, and she was like, if I'm not mistaken, he's married. Child support court wanted her to request an increase in her support. Mm-hmm. And she was like, no, I'm fine. And what he's giving is fine. I'm not, I don't need nothing. I'm okay with what he's doing. And she was like, they were almost insisting that no, you need to do it. Like, no, I don't want to. I'm telling you, I'm fine. What we have going is fine. No. And it was almost to the point where they were just like, you need to press him for more, and you need to do this, and you need to do that. And she was just like, why would I do that? She said, why am I going to press him for something I don't need it? I'm not going to do it. She said, he got his own family, got his own responsibilities. He's taking care. He's doing his part when it comes to my son. Why am I going to stress him out more? For what? I don't need it. I don't need him to do anything more than what he's doing. But you have but the courts was encouraging her to do it.
Yeah, man.
That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
They were encouraging her to do it. Like, no, you need to get this and you need to get that and take him for this. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute.
Just gave you the perfect example when he said child support to submit. Man, make men submissive. I'm telling you, dude. Like if you have never dealt with child support court, man, it's different. It's different. That's why I
thank God, man. Look,
that's why I say, see, you was lucky that you was married. The woman, like I said, I have 5 kids. My first 4 kids all have the same mother. Mm-hmm. Then my baby girl has a mother. I have to pay child support for my baby girl, but I had to pay child support for my first 4. Mm-hmm. Luckily, me and my kids' mothers didn't have bad, we weren't on bad terms or nothing. Right. They tried to do it to her. But the whole thing is, man, no matter what, when you're a man, you step in there, dude, you can feel the heat. And more likely, they're going to give you a female judge, and that judge is going to sit there and give you the gas face all day long. She's going to grill you.
And it's because
grill you all day long.
And it's because of most of the men, unfortunately, that are brought before these judges are men who are not taking care of their responsibilities. And, and as a result of that, every man that comes into that court is a deadbeat. Yeah. Every man. And it's shameful, man. But that's the reality that we deal with. We all have to make changes. Bad dads and angry women are perpetrating negative conditions on our sons and daughters, and the result is what is that? So I can't even. My vision is gone.
Perpetrate negative conditioning of our sons and daughters that result.
Oh, repeat of a foul relationship standards. I'm like, wait, what? I lost my space and everything. But yeah, it's a vicious cycle.
Yeah, man. But I would tell anybody, like I said,
cycle, man.
I would tell anybody, man, just if you don't want to go through these problems, male or female, practice safe sex.
And that's
basically what it come down to.
That's
fellas, if you don't want, and to the young men, if you don't want to have a baby mama, because I know folks gonna do what they want to do. We can sit and tell them don't have sex all day long. Folks gonna do what they want to do.
Don't even remind me.
All I can say is, and you got sons, but I'm gonna leave that on. All I can say is, Jimmy got to wear a cap, fellas.
All right,
got to.
That's like a 20-year-old term that they probably.
It don't matter. It means strap up. Go get.
They don't know what that means.
It's okay, well,
they never listened to De La Soul.
It wasn't De La Soul. That's KRS One. Don't matter. Bump what I'm saying. Get the message.
They didn't listen
strap
to De La
up.
Soul.
Safe sex, male or female. Don't be out here laying down with folks all willy-nilly without any type of protection.
I was talking about they did what day. You don't remember the song "My Buddy" by De La Soul?
Yeah, buddy. Meanie.
Stop playing.
Come on, man. You know I know that.
Stop playing. But yeah, listen, man. This is I'm I don't know, man. And that's we have to have.
That's why I like what Eddie do with his boys. That's why I like what you do with your boys.
He throw them on there like talk about it. They be like,
man. That's what I like. I really like that you doing. Eddie, you need to set up something for them to have. Them little young boys to have. You that'd be a good show.
Wait a minute.
Eddie, come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do that, Eddie. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh man. What Johnson? Shake them trees before. What's going on? No, John, that is not
y'all. Hey man, listen, man. Make sure these young boys know, man.
Hey,
or even
real talk.
Still some old fools out here, but strap up, y'all.
But look, but let's do this too for my young ladies that's listening. Listen, if he ain't got nothing and you ain't got nothing, don't be the fool.
Nope.
And sitting up there thinking like, oh, it can't happen on the first time, or you know, he convinced you that his pullout game is strong. Don't you believe that?
Just because his braids, just because he got a nice little design in his braids or his fade, and he got pretty gray eyes.
Just because he light
don't
skin,
mean nothing.
and Drake winning again. Don't listen. Don't fall for the okie doke. I'm just saying.
Y'all be careful. You young ladies, be careful, cause
y'all women. I'm holding.
It's some dudes out there, and older women too. Because really, I can't. I've noticed something. A lot of these little young women, because I want to talk about my daughters, they're doing so great. I got a teacher and I got two nurses. But a lot of these young women,
brag on your kids, Phil. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
A lot of these young women out here are on their job. You want to know who really acting a fool out here?
These middle-aged to older women.
These milfs.
What is going on with
y'all? Y'all is out here acting a fool.
Y'all out here wilding like y'all act like y'all trying to make up for lost time, son. What is really going on?
Man, it's these milfs. They out here wilding. They wilding. Young girls, man, did
you actually just say milf? Oh
yeah, these milfs out here wilding.
What is
wilding? You don't know what a MILF is?
I know. Who said that? I know exactly what one is, but I'm trying to understand why are you saying all this shit.
That's what we're talking about.
No.
Hey man, that's the age range between like middle 40s.
Oh my goodness.
Like the middle 40s and up.
No, like late 30s and up, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
They out here wild. Then the ones look, they be on TikTok and everything. Tough, dude.
Yes, sir.
And they be out here talking. They be throwing mad shade at these young women. That's what be killing me.
Yes, sir. Like a couple years ago, it was a lot of guys that I knew. Well, I'm not gonna say like it was a lot of men out here that was going through little midlife crisis.
Mm-hmm.
So they was out here trying to start to dress young and act young and hang with young folks. You can. I mean, don't get me wrong, because where we come from, the way we dress is just the way we dress.
Right. Because I'm always down for some t-shirts and
no, you don't understand. No. See,
here's what I'm not gonna do. You ain't gonna never catch me in those skinny jeans for two reasons. Number one, I can't fit them. Number two, I ain't skinny. So whatever jeans I got on, they ain't gonna never be skinny jeans. I don't care what they call. You ain't gonna never see me. Look, let me tell you something, fellas. Anytime I can count the change in your pocket, your pants is too tight. Stop it. And you ain't gonna catch it. I wish look, if you all start talking about wearing these short shorts that these females is trying to, don't let these women fool y'all into thinking y'all look good in these shorts.
Oh, some of them wear them already.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What?
They was wearing those last summer.
They out here wearing these nut hugging shorts. It's like, what is wrong with you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This world is, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, man. It's just like, it's like common sense is like people just throwing common sense away.
No, common sense don't exist, man.
They just thrown it away. That
don't exist no more.
Man, that's why we do what we do. I promise you it is. Look, I don't need to be the loudest voice in the room. I just want to be a voice of reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's just like it's so much craziness out here, and we sit up there and we subscribe to a lot of it.
My daddy used to say, Mike, you got all the book smart in the world, but if you ain't got little common sense, you useless.
You ain't got, man, if you ain't got no common sense, it's over with. But I'm telling you now, fellas, but back to what we were saying, because see, then that's gonna take me down a whole nother road.
Yeah.
But listen, my young guys, for those of you that have young men in your life, if you haven't, and I know we didn't have them talk, fellas, but just
continue to talk to them.
Continue to talk to them. Continue to reinforce. Listen,
keep
man,
that dialogue going.
If you out there and because I would love it if you waited until you found that one. But the truth of the matter is, you know,
sometimes they're not.
Sometimes it don't happen, and you out there and you living life, and I get it. But if that's the case, just be careful. Just be careful, and be mindful for who you laying with. That's what you young men and you young women. Because all these dudes that's out here that's telling you that they love you, they don't care nothing about you.
Nope. It's game.
It's a game. And all that hey queen and all this other stuff, man, look, you better be it's just
you are a flower waiting to bloom into the rose that you are.
Man, bump that.
And a lot of women be going right off of that.
Satan was real smooth in the Garden of Eden when he convinced Eve to taste of the tree. And them snakes is still alive today.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? Be mindful of them dudes, man. And then make sure that you are doing your part. Don't sit up there and rely on him to have protection. You have your own protection. You carry your own condoms with you. If you out there, and if that's what you're doing, you make sure you have someone. You don't be out there. Oh my God!
I used to get clowned for it back in the days, man. I'm serious. I had Littlefield when I was 20. I had my first shorty at 22. Everybody, including my little brother Ricky, who's younger than me, had a shorty in their teenage years. They used to clown me because I believe in carrying. I was the guy that was in health class. Watching them watch how they put it on the banana.
Yep.
I did not want to be a teenage father. That's one thing I did not want to become. I did not want to be a teenage father. So my guys clown me about it. But I was cool. Look, all y'all got 1,000 kids for y'all 21, and I'm just my first one at 22. So I'm good.
I'm gonna tell you, man. When I was in school, AIDS scared me to death. Man. That thing scared me, and I was just like, I am not gonna be the one.
Amen.
And I know, and like now they don't talk about AIDS anymore because it's like, I guess it's not the hot, it's not the hot thing anymore.
I'm sorry, I was selfish.
Now it's COVID and monkeypox, but I'm just saying, man, it's like
I couldn't have no kids back then. I love Jordans too much, Jordan and Jabos too much. I couldn't have no kids in my teenage years.
Couldn't have no kids in our teenage
years. McDonald's only paid for Jordans, and I had to beg my father to get the Jabos and stuff.
I couldn't have no kids back then because I was broke.
Yeah, man.
You understand what I'm saying?
I had a McDonald's job working. Back then we couldn't work no 8 hours.
No.
In high school, I worked at work study. So like 4 hours, you get like what? Every 2 weeks, like $135 or something like that. So I couldn't take care of no baby on there. Like I said, Jordan's back then was 101.
And I'm gonna go as far as saying this. I don't care if you're making $25 now.
Mm-hmm.
You still, man, don't you sit up there and think you can take care of a kid. Because it's more, because here's the thing, man. Having a kid is more than just dropping off diapers.
Yep.
It's more than dropping off formula. It's more than picking them up for a couple of hours. It's more than that. When you have a kid, that you are now responsible for creating or guiding a life to be a productive member of society. You are responsible for giving this small person ideals and teaching them right from wrong, good from bad, teaching them how to treat other people, how to treat themselves, how to love other people, how to love themselves. It's more than money. There is a deeper level of involvement when it comes with it, that comes with a kid. And if you are not ready for that, If you ain't ready, and I ain't talking about just financially ready, if you are not ready to commit and really sacrifice for the next 20 some odd years, then you should have no business laying down with anybody doing anything that's going to create life.
Exactamundo.
And that's real talk.
Yes, sir.
Because even once they get past 18, it don't stop. Your role just changed. You know what I'm saying? It's like now your role is coming from instructor and parent to more of a mentor and a mentee, to more of a mentor role. Now you're doing more guiding and you're doing more suggesting and less discipline and all of that stuff. It's your roles change, but your responsibility never changes.
Nope.
It never changes.
Yeah, not at all.
That thing, that's life. And people just think that, oh, okay, once they become a certain age, I'm done. No, man.
No.
If you're never done. This person, well, look. Michael will be 21 in November. Gabriel just turned 19. And they got beards. Michael got a beard right now, just as full as mine is. And Gabriel, when he let his grow out, it's just as full. When I look at them, you know what I see? I still see that 7-8 pound life that I brought home from the hospital. I see the little boys running around Walmart with the little basketballs that they took out of the basket. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to always see them like that. When I'm old and gray and probably can't remember nothing else, I'm probably going to remember that, because that commitment and that love for that child does not stop at 21.
Yes, sir.
It just doesn't.
It don't. It really don't. Like, and I agree with you with that. All my kids are way over the age limit.
It don't stop.
It don't change.
And
it don't stop.
And I promise to God, if you have no intention of being part of this person's life for the rest of their life, then don't create it.
Nope.
Don't create it.
Jackie can tell you that. I used to have my kids, when me and Jackie first got together back in the late 90s, I used to get my kids every weekend. Jackie tell you, Jackie sometimes come over there and make tacos for them and stuff.
Yeah.
So believe me, man, it's like me and that mom was in a relationship, a very long relationship. That's why it's 4 of them.
Yeah.
But that's why I tell anybody, make sure that the woman you're going to be with, make sure that this is somebody that you're going to be in a serious relationship with. If this is a hot night and you're just trying to do what you do,
right? Please think
first, y'all.
And let's flip that coin. Maybe it don't work out.
Exactly.
Maybe it don't. Maybe you and the mom don't work out.
Mm-hmm.
But that child is now still here. You still have that response. Do you know that as a father, God charges us with the responsibility of teaching, feeding, and providing for that child. That's our responsibility. That is our mandate as fathers. That's what we are supposed to do. That's just the basic necessity.
Yep.
Basic. Now, if you can't provide the basic necessity, you don't need a child in your life. You just don't. And the other stuff, if you love the kid, that stuff just comes naturally. Just wanting to be involved, wanting to see them, wanting to go to the schools when they doing certain things, want to go to even if they sitting on the bench. And I will say sometimes going to the games is overrated, because look, man, I ain't trying to sit here all this time and you ain't even playing none. I'm just gonna be honest. You could have FaceTimed me that, but that level of involvement.
I used to love going to Littlefield when Littlefield was going to research. I used to love because he played football and basketball. I used to love going to them games.
No, it's worth it, because sometimes, man. I was watching this video, and this guy had a video, and he was and it was some little service, and he was sitting up there, and he had the camera on his phone. He was like, man, he really looking for me. When that little boy saw his dad, you should have saw his his whole demeanor changed.
I experienced that with Littlefield. Littlefield would catch a ball and it would be like 2 yards. And he'd look over and point at me. Like, yeah.
Man,
So,
it's like
I
that.
think-
His whole this little dude's whole demeanor changed.
Mhm.
You know, because it's something about being involved in a kid's life, being involved in your child's life.
He looked to see if you're proud of him.
They look for that stuff, man.
Yeah.
And you should want to be involved. And I think this is what we need to start teaching these young people. If you are not willing to sacrifice yourself, if you're not willing to sacrifice your time, if you're not willing to sacrifice putting off things that you wanted to do because now this kid has to do it, if you're not
willing,
willing,
put off a lot.
If you're not willing to sacrifice money, if you're not willing to put off stuff, then don't have a kid.
Yeah,
because that's what it is. Do you know it's a lifelong sacrifice.
Yeah,
but it's a sacrifice that's worth it in the end, because to see them to grow into awesome young men and women, dude, it does something to you. Like, I look at my boys, man, and it's like, you know, I love these dudes, and I'm proud of them. Like, they working like right now. They're for the summer. They're working at a day camp over in Hyde Park. They're like camp leads over there. They have little groups of kids and everything that they underdo. I look at that stuff and I'm like, man, y'all dope. You know, but it's like if people don't really think about what it takes and what's really involved when it comes to raising a child. And I think that if we could get to these young men and really, really get it in them, it's like, dude, this is what, when you have a kid, this is what this means. And if you're not ready for it, then, man, just
no, it takes a lot to be
it's a lot, man. It takes a lot
to be a parent. And like I said, man, it's like, if you're not willing to miss that party, man, that party that everybody talking about gonna be jumping,
man. Look,
and you know that it's your weekend to get the kids
right. Look,
if you're not willing to do that, don't lay down.
Don't
tell y'all right now, it was many Saturdays that I was supposed to have been to the warehouse with Chris and them. But it was my weekend.
Gotta do your thing, man. Gotta do
my thing, man.
So, moral of the story, fellas, protect yourself.
Yep.
Ladies, protect yourself. And then also, ladies, don't be toxic. If you and this man got a baby together, and if y'all didn't work out, y'all didn't work out. And if he is trying to be in this child's life, let him be.
Please.
Because he plays an important part.
Yes.
And you got to understand
I believe that every son needs his father. That's my opinion.
He needs
every son needs his father.
If he's a good guy, if he's legitimately a good guy and he's trying to do what he can, man, let him do his job.
Yep.
Stop trying to cut him off because he's not doing it the way that you want him to do it.
Or he's not doing for you.
Or he's not doing for you. He's not obligated to you.
No, especially y'all not together. I'm only obligated to my child.
I'm only obligated to my kid. And I just want to take care of my kid. That's all I want to do. And if that's what that man is trying to do, man, let him do his job. Exactly, Eddie. You gotta love that child more than your ego.
Eddie, you got to.
That's spot on right there.
You got to. You have to.
You gotta love your kid more than your ego. But listen, man, I appreciate y'all because that hour went by quick. Dang.
Yeah, man. But it was a good one, dog. I hope y'all enjoyed it, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it, man.
Yeah, man.
I really hope y'all enjoyed it.
Yeah, we got to, Eddie. We got to reach these young kids. We got to keep talking to them. Talk to the kids, and you listen. And you don't need no big forum. And this is what people get it confused. Like, they think they need an auditorium. You know, you don't.
No, you don't.
You don't even realize the opportunities that you have during the course of a day.
I talk to little boys almost every other day. I go into a store and I spark a conversation up with two shorties in the store.
Listen.
You don't need no big forum to mentor some guys. You don't need no suit and ties and all that other mess. Mentorship is just holding a conversation with a young man, understanding where they're coming from, seeing what's in their mind, seeing what they, seeing asking about their aspirations, where they see themselves. It don't take a lot to mentor a young man. No. Just walk up to a young man and hold a conversation with him.
Do you know some of the best conversations I've had? And Michael and them and his friends and everything. Some of the best conversations I had with them playing video games.
Exactly.
And that's why I used to do those game nights, because we sitting up there and we playing games, and all of a sudden conversation gets started. I do the same.
Exactly.
I do the same thing now. When they playing the game, I'll log in and I'll jump in their party. What y'all niggas talking about? Yeah. They be like, hey, Mr. Wiley. And then all of a sudden somebody asks a question.
Man, I guess the shorties at the store. What's going on, old school? Nothing much, man. What y'all doing, man? Why y'all standing out here, man? What y'all trying? What y'all doing? Oh, no, wait, no, old boy, come in. Y'all get off this corner, man. Y'all know these boys, man. They can't get you for weed, so they gonna try a way to get y'all for something. Man, go on, get off this corner. I got you, old school. That's mentorship. You sent them somewhere where they can't get in trouble.
That's it, man. That's it. I got an idea for a video for your show too, Eddie. I know you want to do something like a TED talk. I got an idea. I got a concept for the video, man. So let me know when y'all start launching. I know, Jasmine, I want to start having game nights again. I love my game nights, man. Look, all it is just a bunch of dudes sitting up with just unhealthy food and video games. And
yeah, man, we had one a couple of years ago at the church.
Dude, man, I think, what time did we leave? Like about 1 o'clock that morning?
Yeah, we was up there for a long time.
We was up there for a minute.
And all that pizza and chicken wings. That was nice, man.
It was dope, man. We had a good time.
Yeah.
But look, man, that's it for us. If y'all ain't never heard me say it, let me say it now. I love y'all.
Yes, sir.
And I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you all for taking the time out and hanging out with us when you do, because I realize that you can use this time to do anything else, but you decide to hang out with us, and I appreciate it.
I
really do. Later, Eddie, man, appreciate you stopping in. So listen, just do me a favor, if you don't mind, just like and share this video, man. Tag somebody that you think might be interested in the conversation. Have this conversation with others. Don't let it stop. Don't let it just stop with the show. Talk about it. Keep talking about it. Keep talking about it. Keep talking about it, because that's how change come about. And I believe that if we have enough of these conversations, man, we will eventually see the change happen. So that's it for us. Feel anything before we go?
Not much, but I love y'all, man. Y'all ride with us, man. I appreciate it. I really do. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if that's it, man, listen, we appreciate y'all and we love y'all. And until we talk again, my friends, y'all get 2 fingers to the side. Make sure you holler at your boys, because we're officially out.
Peace.